Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to another YouTube video. Another live stream, YouTube video, whatever you call it. Today we're going to talk about... Sorry for the close-up view. Today we're going to talk about something really cool. I'm watching Lindmark. I don't know how you say his name, but yeah. So what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the game that I just recently completed. Yes, that's right. I completed Ghost of Tsushima IKI Island. And I just want to give you my thoughts on the game. I just want to give you some thoughts on the game. And the DLC, not the game, because I've already reviewed the game. And if you haven't seen the new old game, the game review is in my videos, whatever. Anywho's, Ghost of Tsushima Iki Island, or Kikiri Island, as I like to call it. The DLC. What we're gonna talk about first. Let's talk about the new mechanics. Let's talk about, what we can do now that we can't do in Ghost of Tsushima. Well, first of all, the game starts out as a investigation mission. And if you haven't seen my playthrough, go watch it now. Short but snazzy playthrough, Now, the game starts out as like a investigation kind of mission. Like, go to this area to see what's happened. You go there, and it's all brand new kind of stuff. And, oh boy. I think I don't even think I should stream this. I think I should video record this. And then stream it. Oh boy. Anywho's. So, you go to a certain part of the Tsushima Island, and you're supposed to go there, and you get like a rumor or something like that. Someone's gone mad. You go there, you end up seeing the whole village that's there, all gone mad and whatnot. And basically, what happens next is you have to investigate why they've gone mad. Now, Sakai already assumes that it's the poison that you made for your blow dart thingy gun, but it's not. It's actually a new type of poison, and basically you then get ambushed by a bunch of new enemies. And what happens next is, well, kind of crazy. Then you're introduced to some new enemies, to which those new enemies are called shaman. They basically amplify or buff the enemies, like the enemies that you fight and all that. And yeah. And the enemies, the Mongols that you fight in the game, is the new mechanics with them is that they have more than one weapon now. Because in Tsushima, you had a certain amount of enemies. Each enemy has one set of gear. You had the brutes, you had the long staff guys, and you had the arrows, and then you had the short sword and then you had the normal enemies with the swords and whatnot. So yeah, so now Tsushima, Iki Island, enemies have now more than one weapon, so they change when you fight them to change the tactics. Makes it more of a challenge, if you ask me. Makes it more of a crazy challenge. So you do that, you fight those people, and then you end up getting like blacked out, like knocked out by the Mongols. You're then taken to Iki Island, and thus you then you have to flee to Iki Island, and thus you have to basically build up your relationship in Iki Island. So yeah, the story is exactly the same as I said as the other one in the other review. When you're going into Ghost of Tsushima, playing both Tsushima and what's it called, Iki Island, be prepared with tissue, and be prepared with a mixed ride, because there's a lot of things that happens in the storyline that basically really pisses you off, pisses Sakai off. So yeah, the story is a mixed bag of emotions, and yeah, Iki Island itself has some new things to explore. So now there's now a deer sanctuary, there's now cat sanctuary, there's now monkey sanctuaries, there's now all sorts of sanctuaries that you have to go to. There's now arrow challenges to get yourself a better version of the charm, and yeah, it's kind of crazy, and yeah. Gameplay changes are now a thing. For example, you know how you get the grapple in the main game? Well, in this game you get the grapple, and you get the ability to pull things. So now when you are exploring temples and whatnots, and you now have to pull things. So you pull wooden things and it'll basically let you out. You pull other things, and you can now jump to those ledges. So new stuff is happening. New weapons as well. New weapons, such as your horse now gets Sakai armor, which is basically you can now run down people with your horse, which is kind of cool. I kind of wanted that in the other game, in the other Tsushima, that kind of thing. So yeah, you get your own horse armor, which you have to do like a mythic tale. You get yourself a fancy new armor set, a Sarugami armor or something. Sarugami armor. The special thing that you can do with this is now that parries are now disabled when you're fighting people. It's now replaced with perfect parries, but you have to be really fast and all that. And then once you pull off a perfect parry, it will target each and every enemy player, and you can slice and dice them. It's kind of like a manual version of Heavenly Strike, you know? It's kind of like that. Staggers the enemy if they're armoured, and yeah, that's about it. Overall, story is a mixed bag of emotions and many other things. And yeah, I think the story of Iki Island is a pretty interesting story. Few things that I really expected and wanted is that a plot twist in one little side mission called Ghost of Iki. I was expecting the ghost of Iki being Lord Sakai's son, and how that came to be was you basically fell in love at the end of Ghost of Tsushima. You fell in love with Yuna. Yuna was pregnant, and then something happened in Yuna's village where Mongols started invading, and she got captured. Yuna was on the boat. She left for Iki Island. She started leaving notes around the island, the little the village and all that. Give you some clues where she's gone, what happened, and thus you have to meet her in Iki Island, which I kind of think that would have given Iki Island a more of a plot twist. Now, Yuna is now. This is what I think should have happened, by the way. Yuna is now in Iki Island. She's now on a new island, new village, and she's starting a new life there. She ends up having the baby, and thus Yuna teaches the baby how to be a samurai 101. And the samurai ends up being the Ghost of Iki Island, Ghost of Iki, and yeah, that's what I should have happened, but nobody wants to listen to me, so whatever. So ideas go for wasted, and that's it. Which could lead to many interesting things happening, such as one, the first time you learn about the Ghost of Iki is that you basically, what did I just touch? You basically meet the Ghost of Iki. Then you challenge him to a duel. There are many things that I think that should have been in that kind of storyline mission, but apparently it ended up being Kenji, the guy who sells sake and all that, and whatever. Anywho's, kind of disappointed in that. The other thing is, I think Lord Sakai should have had more, more abilities to his name, like to drive a boat, to go, to drive a boat, to be more ninja, be more raider than ninja, or shinobi or whatnots. Yeah, I think that should have happened, like you learning how to ride a boat so you can explore, not just Iki Island, in the middle of Iki Island and in the middle of other things like that. There would have been all sorts of Sakai clan kind of things for you to explore, memories of your father. Few other things I wish it should have had is more weapons, improvements to old weapons. Like, if you could pull things from using your grappling hook, why not make the grappling hook into a gun and use it for other things? Like climbing temples and whatnot. But more stronger, Why couldn't we do that with enemies? Wouldn't it be cool if basically you could grapple someone from underneath, or while you're on a ledge or something, and then just grapple them up like Batman's takedown or something. But that's what I think should have happened. Yeah. What's next? Well, Ghost of Tsushima 2 has not been announced yet, but if you're watching this in the future, then Ghost of Tsushima 2 is out. Ghost of Tsushima is now on PC. What are your thoughts about it? It's 4090. You guys are playing the game on the 4090. What are your thoughts about it? And yeah, I kind of waiting for the next game to happen from Sucker Punch Productions. And yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. What do you think should happen? Well, I think there should be more Shogun kind of relationships. You know, like there should be more like story about the Shogun, and then eventually Lord Sakai would have learned Shogun ways. And which ending do you think would have been better? Well, which ending do you think is canon? Do you spare him? Do you kill him? With Iki Island, it's kind of like, what if Khotan Khan hired, you know, like a side bitch, really, and basically this side bitch became the boss of Iki Island, and it's just like Lord Sakai killing a commander of Khotan Khan, so nothing special there. There was a little, you know, like the different thing about this boss was it had a little shaman kind of thing. So I was hoping that Lord Sakai would have adopted the shaman kind of the shaman kind of abilities to use for so many things, like an improvement to ninja vision, or focus mode. That not only you could do a lot of things with that. I was hoping for that, but who knows, right? Who knows? But yeah. By the way, let me just tick. I hope you're clicking the like button. There's many things that I wanted to have in Iki Island, but unfortunately this was like kind of a short but sweet kind of DLC, which I didn't think it was anything to do with the main game. Like, it should have had a lot of more connections to the main game than the old game. The only thing about Iki Island is that when you go on Iki Island, instead of bandits, instead of samurai, rogue samurai, instead of them kind of things and thugs and whatnots, here you have you have raiders as well. They basically hate the samurai, they hate the Mongols, and it's a mixed match kind of relationship with them. If you decide to kill all the samurai, all the Mongols, and leave the raiders will thank you, but they will, you know, like, start bitching about you when you leave. So, but if you kill both of them, then it will make basically all the raiders hate you. So you got to watch out for that. I think the AI should have been a little bit more interesting as well. Like, there should have been more, you know, like, choosable dialogues. And yeah, the downside about this is that I thought that when the eagle gave you the poison, it all of a sudden turned into a Cyberpunk 2077 vibe right here, where the eagle was pretty much like Johnny Silverhand, corrupting your mind and messing around with your mind and all that, which I kind of found it very difficult to get through. The other thing which I kind of found was very bad is that you couldn't even get medicine or anything of a kind to get rid of these thoughts early in the game. And not only that, they should have interrupted with everything that you do. Like, if you go to a hot bath or something, or if you go to resolve a bamboo strike, it should have interrupted you and basically crossed your vision and everything like that, and you know, like that kind of thing. So kind of disappointing when it came to story stuff too. But all in all, I give IKI Island an 8 out of 10. They could have improved more. They could have worked out more, and they could have added more plot twists. They could have added more things like that. They could have added more improvements to the new mechanics. They could have added many other things like that. You couldn't be able to keep that vision, that shaman kind of thing, and turn it into like a Sakai mind trick or something like that. And yeah, but unfortunately they don't want to listen to you, Sucker Punch Productions. So let's hope that Ghost of Tsushima 2 is the best, or the PC version. Who knows? But anywho's, thanks for watching my review of IKI Island. What next for me? Well, I take a rest and watch the sunset rise and bask in the glory of soul sucking, and think about my ex-wife that's probably angry about me still. Hey. Where will I be? Well, the action continues on TikTok. Go to my TikTok and watch my TikToks, and yeah, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for another stream. Maybe not, but whatever. Now that I'm done with Ghost of Tsushima, what next? Well, I don't know really. Nothing really fancies my pickle. The only pickle that I want, the pickle that, the only person that fancies my pickle is my ex-wife. But whatever. Wait, what? So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review. If you need more like Mishmosh insights, then comment below and all that, and see what you think and all that. But yeah, IKI Island done, and Ghost of Tsushima done. And what's more even interesting is that Ghost of Tsushima is a pretty much easy platinum game. Like, I've almost got all the platinums, all the trophies. And I've got a few left to do, but I'll do them off stream. But yeah, good game. Good game. Basically how to be a samurai 101. The downside is the mechanics are bad. And yeah. So I don't know what you guys think. What do you guys think, huh? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you want to try it? Go try it. Go try it if you're in for a mixed bag of emotions. Go try it if you love Japanese stuff. Go try it if you want to learn about Japanese culture and vibes and whatnot. But yeah, really good game. Really good game. Overall, both DLCs, both game and DLC, I give it about a 9.5 out of 10. Could improve more, but it's not my ninja game. My ninja game is Tenchu, way back on the PS1. You give me a Tenchu with Ghost of Tsushima fighting mechanics and whatnot, and graphics, then I'm sold. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the TikTok land and many other universes out there. Thanks for watching, and ciao.